Welcome back to my channel. I am Pat. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about where your attention goes. I watched Michael Beckwith, and he said something that kind of inspired me to do this video today. He said that wherever you're, no, not whatever, where, yes, he said, where you're hyper focused on, that situation has a tendency to replicate itself. Those are not the exact words, but that was basically it. So whatever you hyper focus on replicates itself. And that is so true because last week, actually, that's like what happened to me. Like while I was driving in my neighborhood, like far on the left side of the road, I saw like these white things, like white shaped on the grass. And I was like, what is that? So I kind of like while I was driving, I paid attention to that object that I saw, and I noticed that it was a huge mushroom. I was like, a mushroom? Oh, I've been in this neighborhood for more than a year, and I drive like every day by that street, and I never saw any mushroom. I was like, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's kind of cute, a mushroom. And then as I continued to drive, I noticed that I basically have mushrooms all over my neighborhood, like wild mushroom, like, medium sized, big, small, like they were everywhere. And I was seeing them all. I was like, I'm tired of seeing mushrooms. Like, that's really not what I care about right now today. And I was seeing them everywhere. Mushroom. I was like, I never noticed that my neighborhood had so many wild mushroom all around. I was like, oh, that's so crazy. And the conclusion that I had was, okay, because my brain focused on that one mushroom that I saw when I first started driving. Now I'm noticing, without even looking for them, I'm noticing all the mushrooms in my neighborhood. It's like, okay, that's enough, brain. I'm good. I don't need to see no more mushrooms. I know, now I know that they're all around. Okay, I got it. I got the message. So my conclusion was, okay, Pat, listen, you just randomly, your eyes spotted randomly this mushroom that you really don't care about seriously. Randomly it spotted it, and automatically, because it spiked my attention, my interest, I was like curious to know what that object was. My brain registered that I needed to see more mushrooms around, that it was important to me. Unconsciously, I started noticing every single mushroom, like around when I was driving around. I was like, okay, so if my brain can program itself without me instructing it to program and point out all the mushroom, because I care so much about wild mushroom, apparently. If my brain decided to program itself based on this arousal, these interests, random interests, I was like, okay, so what about if I focus on something that I really, truly care about, and not some random things that I really could care less about, but something that I really wish to happen, something that I really want, that I truly desire. what's going to happen? That's exactly what the RAS is. The RAS, RAS, the reticular activating system in our brain. It's actually a network of neurons that focuses on or amplifies and send messages to other parts of the brain for them to function. It basically sends orders on other parts of the brains for you to pay attention. The RAS is your internal system that brings awareness. It's where your awareness is, your consciousness is, your alertness is, your focus, your attention. That's where it is in your RAS, reticular activating system. That's the RAS. So regardless of if you decide or not, like your body response sends messages to your brain, like how you feel, sends messages to your brain, and your brain automatically gets to work to make it happen for you. My brain registered based on my interest that I was interested in those wild mushrooms. I wasn't, but because of my body response, my brain registered that and decided, you know what? Patricia wants to see all the white mushroom in her neighborhood. And that's what happens too when you like have an interest, for example, in a car. You're gonna start seeing the car everywhere. It's like because your brain registered that car, that model is important to you. And then you start noticing that car is everywhere. It's like, oh, why? All of a sudden I want to purchase this car. All of a sudden I see it everywhere. No, they were always there. They were always there, just like those mushrooms. They were always there. I never paid attention because I didn't care. I didn't notice it the first time. Once you start noticing, when your brain, your attention goes into something the first time and you have that bodily response that is positive, there's an interest, even if it's like negative, even if it's fear, like everything that your body, that's why you have to pay attention to your body response. If you have a positive response, then you know for sure that your brain is registering it as she needs more of it. And then if you have a negative response, same thing, your brain registering that you need more of it. So that's why we have to pay attention to how we feel, try to shift from positive to negative so we can produce more of the positive. So our brain can start paying attention to more beauty in life and less chaos in life, because we have both. And by the way, did you know that everything is neutral? I didn't. I found out last year. Maybe I knew, but I don't think I was aware of it. I found out last year, I realized that everything is neutral until we assign it a meaning. Everything is neutral. So if you assign a negative meaning, it's gonna bring out a negative emotion into your body, your brain, and then you're gonna start noticing that there's too much chaos in the world. Everything is wrong. Nothing works out for me, or good things happen to other people, but for me, they never happen. Guess what? You're gonna see more of it. The brain is gonna show you more proof of it in your life. Same thing with positive. Every time you think positive, even in the worst situation, you can kind of spot and exert the good, just like even if it's like a tiny good side of things. Guess what? Your brain Your RAS is registering and sending orders, commands to other parts of your brain to prove to you what you decided was true. So please, let's focus on the good side of life. Let's focus on instructing our RAS to bring more proof of what is good for us. Let's manifest those things. Let's bring them out. Let's start paying attention to those good things so we can have more to be thankful for. Stay blessed. Stay free. Stay wholesome.